Uh, Good morning or afternoon, Black America. Um, I want to apologize for my appearance because of this pandemic. The white man has his foot on my neck. Uh, so there's a bit of a struggle right now, as we all are struggling a little bit with our current situation. Today, I'm going to discuss the BuyGE plan. It's going to be the pandemic update. Uh, I know we're all having tough times financially, work-wise, with the families. And, we're just going to have to stay strong and suffer through it. But to give you an idea of why I'm here, I come up with the BuyGE plan. And the idea is for Black America to purchase General Electric. It's the 14th largest corporation in America. We can buy it. Right now is a good time for us to buy it. And by doing so, we're going to be creating jobs for ourselves, real jobs, not those 10, 13, $14 an hour jobs. No, 30, $40 an hour jobs on average, real jobs, the kind of jobs where you can uh, take care of a family. Now, the idea behind it, or the workings behind it, is for every black man and woman in America to save and invest a portion of their income. My suggestion is 10%. So 10% of whatever you make, save it. Put it up for a rainy day. And you take that money and you will invest it in the stock market, uh, which is one of the reasons why the wealth gap exists. Because by and large, black folks do not invest in stocks. So this will immediately address the wealth gap situation. It won't solve it, don't get me wrong, but you'll immediately be taking action to do something about it. Now, the suggestion is that, excuse me, my lips are chapped. Yeah, I got pandemic chapped lips. Maybe the pandemic caused my lips to get chapped. I don't know. This thing, coronavirus, is affecting all of us in weird ways. But the idea behind it is, since we're all saving and investing money, if we collectively invested in the same company, well, just to be honest, we'll end up buying so many shares of the company, we'll end up owning it. We need 51% of GE stock. The way my numbers work out, considering it's 43 million of us, that'll be 100 shares per person. Every black man and woman in America needs to buy 100 shares of GE stock. Now, today, the price of GE is trading for $7.29. So for an investment of less than $750, we can turn our situation around. We could take control of GE. And once we take control of GE, well, GE has a number of plants and operations overseas in China, Malaysia, Vietnam, Korea. What we're going to do is we're going to move all of those assembly plants for GE that are overseas. We're going to move them back to America. That's what we're going to do. And since we own and control the company, we can put those plants anywhere we want to put them. So I suggest we put a plant in Baltimore. We put a plant in Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta. And once those plants are in place in urban communities, we're only going to hire black folks. We're only going to create jobs for ourselves. And in gist, that's the plan. But what it's going to take is for each and every one of us to save $750 and invest it in GE. Now, when you get to the bones of the plan, each individual investing in GE stock will not give us the power, will not give us the bang to take the company over. But stocks have something built into them. It's called the proxy. And the way it works, each share of stock gets one vote on the board. Whoever controls the most votes controls the company. That's just the way it works. This isn't anything mystical or magical that I created. This is just the way American companies work. Now, the proxy comes in because GE knows the average person don't know crap about running a corporation. Don't know what they're doing when it comes time for them to vote. So GE allows you to pick an expert that does know, and he'll vote in your place. That's called a proxy. Now, here's the thing. For this plan to work, all of Black America will have to choose our own proxy, give him our voting rights, and he will take over and run the company. Now, the way it's worked out, because, I got a lot of people that say, well, what do you know about running a company? I'm not trying to take that role. I understand it's above my pay grade. So what we're going to do, we're going to conduct a job search from coast to coast, from Maine to California, and we are going to find the Black man or woman that's most qualified to run GE. And all of us are going to loan our voting rights for the shares of stock that we each individually own to this one individual. And this one individual will go into the GE boardroom representing us, take the company over, and follow our instructions. In a gist, that's the plan. No one's ever thought of this before. No one's ever tried it quite this way before. But if you think about it, it's kind of incredible. Black America, we can purchase the 14th largest corporation in America. And this isn't just a corporation that has products and services geared towards white folks in America. It's a lot bigger than that. GE provides services and creates products that are wanted and needed throughout the world. The world would be our customer, not America, the world. GE is a big deal, and it's within our reach. We can just take it, and there's nothing that anybody can do to stop us from doing it, because everything that I'm talking about doing is legal. GE is for sale. They sell it every day, all day on the stock market. All we got to do is buy it. That's it. All we got to do is buy it. Now, I'll set up a database to keep track of our progress as we go through this. Every share that we buy will be tracked in this database. Every person that's involved in the plan will be tracked in this database. When it comes time for us to select a proxy. It'll be done through the website. The database is on the website. It'll be done through the website. The website is BuyGE.com. It's going to keep track of everything. And actually, the website is going to do all the work. The website is going to do all the hiring of attorneys because there will be some serious legal issues. Buying a 14th largest corporation in America, it's not going to be, we just going to just toss in the money and that's going to be it. We're going to need a team of attorneys. I'm talking about some raw dog, real attorneys, the expensive kind, the Johnny Cochran's of business law we're going to need. We are also going to need financial analysts to make sure throughout the process that GE remains healthy while we're doing this, because we don't want to buy an unhealthy company. So we're going to need a ton of financial analysts poring over the books, making sure that GE is what they say it is. And the website is going to take care of everything. At no time, to join the website, there is a small fee. I did my best to keep the fee to a minimum, but the fee is going to work out to be annual. It's going to be $1 a month, $12 a year. That's it. That's the only money that you will be required to pay into the GE plan. That $750 you save and invest is yours. No one is going to ask you for a donation. No one is going to ask you for crowdfunding. Your total investment in the BuyGE plan is $12. The total investment, other than what you put in the BuyGE plan, is in yourself. Initially, it's $750. Now, $750 is the minimum. 100 shares. I'm not suggesting that everybody only buys 100 shares. I'm suggesting you invest 10% of your money up to your comfort level. Now, if you make a lot more, I expect you to buy more than 100 shares. If you make less, if you're on a lower income level, I expect you to buy less than 100 shares. And overall, it should average out to be about 100 shares each. Now, I don't expect Will Smith to buy no 100 shares. I don't expect Will Smith to buy 100 shares. I expect him to buy a whole lot more than 100 shares. Oprah is going to buy a whole lot more than 100 shares. Jay-Z is going to buy a whole lot more than 100 shares. But if you're the night manager at 7-Eleven, buying your 100 shares may be difficult. You may only be able to buy 50, or you may even only be able to buy 10. We'll accept whatever you can do. We're not going to run any judgments on you. We'll appreciate your help in changing the situation for blacks in America. Now, a lot of black folks think white folks are going to save us. Yeah, we can riot, they'll save us. We can do a couple of marches, and they'll save us. We can scream, cuss, fuss, and spit, and eventually the white folks are going to save us. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. White folk ain't going to save you. White folk ain't going to do nothing for you they don't have to do. After all these riots over George Floyd, white folks are going to throw us a few crumbs, just enough to shut us the hell up until the next George Floyd situation come along, and then they'll throw us a couple of more crumbs to shut us the hell up. But they are not going to solve our problems for us. The only way our problems are going to get solved is we do them. And personally, the biggest number one problem in the black community is jobs. Everything else is symptoms of us not having real jobs, not having access to them, not being able to take care of our families. Everything else, all the other problems that everybody is cussing and fussing and spitting about are symptoms of the problem. Jobs. BuyGE will create tens of thousands of jobs for us. But it's a limited time offer. GE stock is cheap. It's within our reach right now, and we should take advantage of it. Black America, I'm asking all of you, if you're watching this video, you specifically save $750 and invest it. Let's turn our situation around, Black America. This is the BuyGE plan signing out.